Interpolation. One method to generate contours and a topographical map for a particular property is to kind of draw an imaginary grid over the property, right? And then spot elevations are taken at every point on that grid, right, by the surveyor. You'll end up with kind of a diagram like this one on the screen, right? We're seeing the boundaries of a particular property and then an imaginary grid laid over it, right? And there's a teeny tiny number you can't see because it's very small here on the screen, but a teeny tiny number that indicates the elevation of the ground at that particular point. All right, so we've zoomed in on just one square of that, that diagram. All right, and what do you do with these numbers? How does this turn into contours? Well, once you have these elevation numbers, then we're going to use interpolation, all right, to find the contours in between the grid. You focus on one grid section at a time, like we have here. Right. Next, we will take a look at one line between 2 points. Right. In our example here, let's look at the line in between 101.2 and 102.4. Right. Somewhere in there, mathematically, there's got to be a spot where the elevation is exactly 102. And that's where we want to place the contour line. Right. Once we find that spot, right, we will all of the spots on the site plan, right, that match 102 exactly, will connect the dots to represent those existing contours. The contours are going to be on the whole numbers. How do we find exactly where 102 is between 101.2 and 102.4? All right, you're going to count the tenths in between these two numbers, right? So you can subtract 102.4 minus 101.2, all right? And you'll find that you have exactly 12 tenths, right? Then you're going to divide this distance from here to here into 12 equal segments. You can see that we've done it here, 101.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, etc. And 102, 102.1, 0.2, 0.3. There you go. So we divided it into 12 equal segments, and you can find which one of those is number 102. You'll do this for every pair of what are they called? Elevations on your map. All right. For example, right, we've also done it between 102.4 and 102.9. You'll find that whole number and then connect the dots. This is your contour line. This is the line where the elevation on the site is exactly 102.